Sorry, I'm trying to cover up a little bit. How y'all doing? Let me know down in the chat. Let me bring this over here so it doesn't look like I'm not paying attention to y'all. I'm paying attention, just answering some stuff. How y'all doing? Let me know down in the chat. I'm gonna get into see what the Lord has for us today, but really I'm trying to see if anybody needs a personal reading. Okay, for a 3 card or 5 card reading. So if you need a personal reading, just let me know. All right, it's $5 or $10 for a reading. Okay. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? Let me know down in the chat. Yes, I'm typing something. Give me 1 second. If you would like a personal reading, let me know. Oh, I can't spell that. So you can see what I was asking you to do. Was to change the freaking color. Huh? Why? Look, I changed the color on those ones, so what's the issue? Okay, there it goes. I just wanted to be difficult, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me know down in the chat. I want to know. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Okay. I'm gonna do the and see what the Lord has for us today through the collective reading. Okay, but I'm giving you guys also the opportunity to get a personal reading as well before I start. So if you would like a personal reading, right, it's $5 or $10 for 5 cards or 3 cards. Okay, you get your yes or no answer, and your why, and your how to move forward. Okay. If you get 5 cards, right, I can go deeper into the why and how to move forward. All right. So 3 card and 5 card readings, $5 or $10. Okay. Cash App or PayPal. My Cash App is in my YouTube bio. Okay, and my PayPal, I will have to just give it to y'all because it's not in there. All right, so just ask for the PayPal if you need the PayPal, but Cash App is there, so it's easy for you to find in my YouTube bio. All right, so I'm giving you guys the chance to get that before we get started with the collective reading. Here it's going. The collective reading is going to be short. That's why I'm giving you guys a chance to get your personal reading so you guys can figure out the things that you need to know so you can grow, learn, and evolve in your own experience. Okay. Um, because the collective reading, I just did it over on TikTok. It's gonna be about the same thing we've been talking about for the last few weeks. Okay. So all right, you coming into this abundance, the musky moon rabbits are getting their endings. You know what I'm saying? It's been like spirit has been giving us like different pieces to the puzzle, you know what I'm saying, but it's been the same structure of message. But you know, every day we come on to something new. You know, it's because like there were so many people being shisty in the background and coming up against a lot of light workers. Especially I don't know what it was about September. You know what I'm saying? You thought they would have been out here doing it during spooky season, but here they are. You know, like mid-September into October doing the weirdest stuff. So like during new moons and full moons, it was really crazy. So literally, if you want to just go watch the past videos in our lives or any of the Forever in Time videos and the regular uploads, right? Those are the TikTok lives usually, and then the lives that we had on YouTube also have the readings. So if you want to go watch those videos, you'll get the gist of today's collective reading. Today, I really just want to know if anybody needs a personal reading, if you got anything going on in your reality that you need guidance from the Lord for. Okay, that's who I'm trying to help today, right? So if you just want a collective reading, you know what I'm saying? If you go watch yesterday's live video, right, you'll get the gist. Okay. Okay. Um, if you're gonna go watch yesterday's live video, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? You're already here. You vibe with me, then let's rock together. You know what I'm saying? Let's create world peace together, and a utopia on this planet together. Okay. That's my goal here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to finish this, so but I'm giving you guys the opportunity. If you want a personal reading, just let me know down below. Okay, you guys know. If you don't know, because I know we literally just started going live on YouTube not even a full month ago. So yeah, if you don't know, right, and you're pretty still new to the channel and everything, right, I've gone over many of times why I don't do free readings, okay, and I do have reasons, and it's not, you know, because of the money, okay. um it's all about energy with me, not transactional. You know what I'm saying? That's not how I operate. So the three reasons, and hi, I'm gonna butcher your name, but hi. Okay, so the three reasons, right? First one, respect. Okay, we have to respect each other's time and energy. All right, because me, I take tarot very seriously. Okay, I've been doing tarot for almost 6 years now. Next year will make 6 years. Okay, so I do not play when it comes to making sure that you understand and you interpret the messages that are needed for your destiny timeline, okay, so that you can grow, learn, and evolve. I'm not going to play about it, right? So I hope that if you're going to invest in it, you're not going to play about it either, and you're going to take and really, like, just soak up the messages, you know what I'm saying? Soak up the guidance that the Lord has for you so that you can grow, learn, and evolve on your journey, right? So that's reason number one. Reason number two, okay, your consent. I do not want your ancestors and your spirit guides to be mad that I read on your energy, okay, without your consent. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the time people forget to consciously consent to the reading, okay? Because it's a thing you have to do. You have to consciously put that energy out there that it is okay for the person to read on your energy. A lot of people forget about that. But that is how the Lord has taught me how to do this. So I'm not going to stray from that. Okay? So it is your consent form. You are telling the ethers, hey, that is how I'm consenting to this reader reading on my energy, okay? And all the love back to you, dear. Oh, thank you so much for supporting me. Oh, this you make me blush. You can't see it, but okay. Anywho, right. um where is Ace? Yeah, so that's the second reason, your consent. And the third reason is always going to be just equal give and take. You know what I'm saying? It's energetic exchange. What you invest your money into is where your energy flows. Okay, so I'm investing my energy into you to get the guidance from the Lord to you, right? So then it's just an equal exchange of you're investing your currents of chi, your money, your energy back into me. Okay, those are the three reasons why we do the energy exchanges versus free readings. You know what I'm saying? I know there's people out there that do free readings, like good for them for having that trust, I guess, or whatever, you know. But for me, like I've done free readings, guys. I've done free readings, but because I have been disrespected during my free readings that messed it up for everybody else. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I can't do nothing about that. You know, I've done free readings, and because the people disrespected the practice, disrespected the tarot, you know what I'm saying? I am not going to want to do free readings like that unless it's the collective reading. You know, the collective reading is free for everybody, as well as we do a giveaway, because like I told you, it's not about the money, so I don't mind giving away things like that, you know. But it's like, at the same time, there just needs to be this certain amount of respect for one another, respect for the fact that the Lord allotted me my gifts so that I can help you guys, you know what I'm saying? I could be doing other things with my gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not me trying to be rude or anything, but it's like bluntly me telling you I really could be doing other things. But I want to help the collective. That's why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'd be doing other things. You know what I'm saying? Why would I be this consistent if I didn't want to help the collective? Like, it would be weird. It would be really weird. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like weirdness. So no, I know. You know what I'm saying? And when I say weird, I don't mean like supernatural or like, you know, spiritual type of weird. I mean like people being shisty, people doing deceitful things, wickedness things. That's what I mean when I say weird. You know what I'm saying? Like people just being just shisty, just creepy energy, like you don't want to be around and stuff like that, kind of weird. Okay. Um. So yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. Like, no, like I do this because I genuinely want to help you guys succeed in your journeys. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of my videos, right, are things that I wished I had someone there to help me through. Um, when I was starting my journey, right? Trust me, 2020, how many spiritual girlies and guys were there? Not as many as there are today. Let you know that right now. Not as many as there are today. Okay. Um, you always still have to weave through the fakes, though. You know what I'm saying? You still have to weave through the fakes, but um, it's seriously not as many as there are today, right? And especially when it came to the fakes, when in like 2020 and stuff like that, some fakes were actually really good. Like nowadays, nowadays, like with more people waking up, you can be like, you can look at certain people and be like, okay, no, right, and then you can you know, look at the other ones and be like, oh, okay. If you really know people are aligned, like if you see certain creators talking about this around the same subjects and stuff like that, then you know they are connected to the divine and they're getting their messages from the Lord, right? But if you see someone just talking about something that's way far left, right, or like just something that's like outfieldish, outlandish, and stuff like that, right? Then it's like, are you like what energies are you reading on right now? Like because like I just seen three other tarot readers talking about on the same energy, but how somehow you're talking on a whole completely different energy. So who are you talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like once you build up that spiritual discernment, you can really tell. You know what I'm saying? Who the reals are and who the fakes are. Even with like the people who like even if the fakes are like watching the reels, you know what I'm saying? They're still not doing it the same way. But yeah, guys, that's why I do this. I do this to help you guys seriously, because I want to see you guys succeed. I want to see y'all in y'all destiny, living y'all best life, because I believe every human being should. We did not come here to live in poverty. Okay, we did not come here to live in a dystopian world. We did not come to this planet for that. Okay, we came here to learn lessons. All right, learn lessons does not equate to dystopian lifestyle. All right, okay, I want everybody to understand that. Okay, all right, you can learn lessons and still live in a utopia. Okay, the lessons will be inevitable, right? You just don't have to be in a dystopian style world to learn a lesson. That's not no. This is no. Right? That's what I said. Every human deserves to live their best life on this planet. Okay. Hey, is that Zoya? Am I saying that right? But hey, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me know down in the chat. I don't know if I'm saying that right, hon. I'm sorry. Um, welcome in, welcome in. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let me know down below. That's not the word I was gonna spell. Okay, I just need to finish that. Oh. Alrighty, I'm gonna give it a few more minutes if anybody needs a personal reading before we hop into the collective reading. I told you guys the collective reading, the energies really like you coming into this abundance. It's gonna be a short reading, it's not gonna be long because we already have been talking on these energies for a while. Okay. Now, do we keep talking about little different things here and there? You know, different pieces of the puzzle because a lot of people, a lot of light workers were experiencing these things. Okay. What do you? What? The singer? Who? What? I, I don't know. There's two words I don't understand. Sorry. Oh yeah. So like, the message is literally we get like new insight every day, but it's like we still are talking about the same energy, right? And that's the only thing about doing readings every day in my mind, right? In my head, doing a reading every day, right? We're not really giving a chance for the energies to settle or for us to be talking about something wholly brand new because we are still so close to the energy that just occurred, right? Said hi. What happened? Had I wore a bra? I know you're not trying to mansplain something to me right now. Okay. Um, it is my choice on what I wear. My body, my life. Simple as that. Right? I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Okay? Got a problem with it, you can take it up with me. Right? I match energy all day, y'all. I tell y'all that. I'm a mirror. Okay? I can be a little blunt at times. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but sir, what are you talking about right now? And what's the name? I don't want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Ernal Ray Panat? Am I saying that right? I'm sorry if I butchered it. But I tried. I'm not the best with names, guys. So bear with me. Bear with me. He has stage 3 cancer. Well, may the Lord be with him. Cause yeah, sorry that happened to him. Be like that. Be like that, y'all. It's sad. Alright, guys. If no one needs a personal reading, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the collective reading. Okay, like I said, we already know because we did the other one. Also, I am gonna call judgment because I don't like people being musky in my chat or in my lives, guys. Musky Moon Rabbits will get the judgment and the justice immediately. Okay. Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael, I'm gonna ask you guys to clear the energy of the live, please, so that we can get into the holy divine readings that we have for today. Where's that at? Patricia. Ah, there she is. Okay. Routine. Alright, guys. Give me a second here. Alright. Give me a second. And I'll alchemize the energies off. Insane. What? uh, what do you think, hun? My response is going to be. I feel like you already know. Just like the rest of the collective has been receiving signs about these things that are coming in, these blessings, right? This abundance. You feel this in your energy is coming, dear. Okay? Anything else? Hi guys, how you doing? How you feeling? My time? What time is it? That's early over here. It's over 6 o'clock over there? Really? In Russia? No, it's so like, it's not even noon yet. Where I'm at in America, that's crazy. These are tarot cards, dear. Right? Yeah. This is basically what we just talked about. Okay, hold on. I just knew about this because we just talked about this over on TikTok. Alright, so if you've been contemplating how this is going to be, how this outcome, right, is going to come into fruition in your life, right? Spirit is saying you need to go into hermit mode, okay, so that you can detach from this outcome, all right? Which I told y'all yesterday and we talked about today earlier over on TikTok. So yeah, like I said, this is not going to be super long because we're bringing up the same energies here. I don't know. We might have to wait till next week to do another collective, to be honest, though. So we might just do. Wait till next week. Maybe like, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see if I'll do a collective reading next week. Next week we might just only do personal readings, um, and just vibe and chill. Okay, because back to back readings and we keep picking up on the same energy with just new, just like little new tidbits and stuff. It means we need to give it a break. Right, give it a break so that it can marinate, right, and so something can happen before we do the next reading, right? But take this time to retreat. Yeah, because this is coming, this clarity is coming fast. Okay, what it is you need to do in this time, how this stuff is going to be coming in, you're going to be receiving all of this. Okay, you magic is just energy. We're all energy, meaning we're all magic. Right. Magic is just how you use your energy. Yeah, about this. Yeah, 10 of Cups coming in. Mm. Yeah, y'all know this is a part of your destiny. This is a part of your experience, okay? You are supposed to be happy, okay? Have wish fulfillment, okay? What? 10 of Pentacles. What did I just say? I didn't even flip the card over here. You're supposed to experience this. This is a part of your destiny, all right? This abundance that's coming in, you were always supposed to have this, and nothing was going to touch it, okay? Not a single person, entity, nothing. No one was going to touch it. All right, the Lord said this was always meant for you. Not these entities who wanted to. What did I just say? I said not these entities. Come in threes. Might know a trio, okay? Who wanted you to move away from destiny. That is crazy, y'all. Nothing was coming up against you. These people thought they could. They didn't even realize who you were. Earth angels, light workers. Shoot. Reincarnations of aliens. No, like you are highly respected in the ethers. That these people decided they was gonna come up against you, right? And now they got your ancestors posted at the corner. Now they got your spirit guides waiting at the door. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that supports you, all right, in the spiritual realm, is ready and waiting for these people. Okay, they are waiting. Right, because yeah, well, I just seen the tower card, period. They're getting these towers while you're coming into this abundance with the High Priestess card peeping out through the deck. Hold on a second, guys. I was about to shuffle that, but Spirit said, wait, look, Judgment. I was about to shuffle, and Spirit said, wait, look at the bottom. Yo, I told you Judgment was peeping out. This is judge. They're receiving judgment for how they came up against you, but you're receiving justice, right? Because the judgment, the decision that has been made on you is that you are coming into these abundances of blessings. Like you have worked hard for this, okay? All right. Even look, when I was over on TikTok, right, I had said, right, even if you cannot see them right now, right, they are there at that horizon line, okay? Just because you're looking out on the ocean and you don't see your ships yet doesn't mean they're not right there at the horizon line. You know what I'm saying? They're coming into view. Patience is a virtue, okay? Right? Divine timing. And you will be able to discern this from the other experiences that you've had in your past. Okay, this is not going to be like anything you've ever experienced previously. Okay, right? And then you know what happened after I said that on TikTok? You know how TikTok gives you like a little puzzle once you've been on the live for like an hour, right? The picture for the puzzle was literally the ocean, and you could see the horizon line all the way out. So it was like, yo, spirit don't lie. Okay, I'm just the messenger. Okay, but spirit tells the truth. All right, 100% all the time. Right, these blessings with the Ace of Wands, okay, that are coming in are going to be unexpected, right? With the Three of Cups celebration, this is going to be these are going to be unexpected blessings that are coming in. Like, yes, you are expecting the blessings to come in. Like, this is in your energy. You feel it. You know it's coming, right? Just because you know it's coming doesn't mean you know how it's coming. You know what I'm saying? You might know that it is, but you don't know the when, you don't know the how, you don't know any specific details, just that it is. You know what I'm saying? And spirit is like, the way that this is coming in, you couldn't even predict this, okay? You could not have expected this, right? The way, the magnitude, okay? Like for some of y'all, it is the way this pops off. It's gonna be a tad overwhelming. Okay, it's gonna be like, whoa, what? Like real life, like shock, because you're like, wait, huh? You know, but like even though you knew it was coming in, it's going to still, what? Did I just see the sun card? Yeah, I did. Okay, it's still going to be like that thing that's like, like, oh, like this is serious. This is serious. Like, for me, Lord, like for me, God, you got this for me. You know what I'm saying? Like you're still going to be a little like shocked and in disbelief with how big these blessings and abundance are really are. Like seriously, the magnitude of this, you're not even expecting it. You're not expecting it. Like maybe you're expecting like it to pop off. You know what I'm saying? With like if you got a business or you create content, you know what I'm saying? Supply and demand type of industry, right? Right, and you're waiting for your thing to pop off, right? And you're like, is my business gonna take off? Is my content gonna take off? Right? You're waiting for that. Spirit to say it's gonna take off, but you're not even expecting it to get as big as it really is. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, but at the same time you're gonna be like so happy, like even though, like, you know what I'm saying, you weren't expecting it to be this big, you're still gonna be so happy, right? Like there's no hey, it might be bigger than you anticipated, right? But hey, that's a good thing. The Lord loves you and wants to shower you and all of that love, okay? Accept it. Accept it when the divine wants to shower you in love and blessings and abundance, okay? There's no higher honor than the Lord wanting to shower you in all good things, okay? All right. Be grateful for it now, all right? Express gratitude for it now, all right? And when it comes, don't forget your gratitude, okay? Alright, don't forget who gave it to you. Don't forget who put you there. Don't forget why you are where you are today and who got you there, okay? I don't want you guys to get this abundance and forget about the Lord. I know you're not, but as just a friendly reminder, don't get money. Don't become this star and act like the Lord wasn't the one who put you on, okay? Alrighty, don't become that star and act like the Lord wasn't the one who put you on, okay? That's what all these musky moon rabbit elites be doing, okay? Alright, or they participate in black magic, wickedness, and to get their rise of fame, sell their soul, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of other things they could be doing. Or they use God's trust, and then they decided they were going to go against it. Alright, look, what do I say? Become this star, keep a level head, know what you're supposed to do with this money as this leader, you know what I'm saying? Remember why you're doing this, okay, emotionally, but you're doing physically as this star. Okay, just remember why you're doing these things. Okay, so if you're anything, especially if you're like anything like me, right? And I want to build homeless shelters, as well as an orphanage. Okay, so if you're anything like me, like just remember that's what you're so it's simple like things like that. If you guys are gonna help, starving kids with hunger, like make sure they have food, right? Making sure they have a permanent access to food, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna do stuff like that, and that's your ideas for helping the world, you're gonna make sure that people have permanent water, healthy water, safe, clean water to drink. You know what I'm saying? That you hold on to that, right? And you make and that's what you do with your look with the high priestess. Yeah, you already know though. You already know that you're getting this emotional fulfillment, right? Because of your strength. Okay, yeah. For how these people try to came up against these. Ah, y'all did not just see the card I just saw. Oh goodness, for how these people tried to come up and against your destiny, against this opportunity for you to be seen as this star, right? Whole time they wanted to stop your forward movement with the devil here. They wanted to stop your progress. Okay, made it seem like you were incompetent. Oh God. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. These people are in Nine of Swords energy. We know this though. These people they FO with Temperance card. They FO. Okay, what can you do? Now they're receiving justice, right? Why you continue to be this baddie? Okay, you're her or you're him. Period. Remember that. Remember that. Don't let nobody tell you differently. Okay, you are that person. You are who you think you are. Period. Just want y'all to remember that, okay? Now let me see what we can pull from our oracle deck. We won't be doing super long. Okay, we'll try to get a few cards here. Wait, because I just want you guys to know my eyes, right? They're here. Okay. So of course, like at this point, I'm at the point that if you bring up something about my body, I will block you. That's where I'm at. Okay, you will be banned and will not allow access. Okay. All right. So don't be weird in my chat. Do not be weird. Okay. If you try to sexualize me, you will be banned from now on. I don't care. Okay, I tell y'all all the time, it's not about this. It is about this and my soul. Do not worry about what's on the outside. All right, or you're gonna get confused because you're not paying attention to what's on the inside. Let me see. I'm not sure Wait. All right, let's see what the oracle cards have to tell us about the situation. Okay, welcome in, guys. Let's see what the Lord has for us. Oh, is that the check? Is that the check one? Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh wow. Okay. Tell us now. Wait. Put it there. So we can make sure I pick this up in order. Boom. Okay, let's see. Anything else so I can get into this message? Hold on. It said, like I said, we've been talking about these energies for a minute now. Is this the bimbo road? Spirit, I don't like what this is leading to. Anything else? Okay. I don't have much space, so we're gonna have to get into this real quick, y'all. Let's see. Alright. First things first. Some egotistical karmic energy paid money. You see how it says photo perfect, surface level, rooted in their ego. Paid money, look at signed checks and all, to be intrusive, invade your privacy, right? Disregard your energetic boundaries, right? So they can create disharmony, imbalance, and change the route your life was supposed to go in, right? And it's still going in. It really didn't change nothing, you know what I'm saying? But okay, this was their intent, was to change your destiny, right? Change what was meant for you using ritual, magic, spell works, meaning they paid a practitioner, okay, dark priestesses, right, a warlock. They paid somebody who do dark magic and wickedness to come up against you, okay, to end this, right? And spirit is saying, yeah, but they didn't know who you really was, you know what I'm saying? This divine light being, light worker, okay, earth angel, you know what I'm saying? Reincarnations of very powerful beings, you know what I'm saying? This dark horse, mysterious, hidden potential, unexpected wins, overcoming obstacles, move in silence, true abilities come to light, underestimated skills, proving doubters wrong, never thought you'd succeed. Okay, you are their dark horse. They did not realize how powerful you truly were, right? How you were eating through these energies, right? Returning to sender, saying your Bible prayers, you know, you're going through the Bible verse, saying your Psalms, right? You've been doing the work, okay? They did not realize that the Lord and your ancestors would pick up the call anytime you said something, okay? All right, if you called on them, they was like, what? Hello? Immediately. They did not realize that. Okay? With comic time, with, wow. And now they're, okay. Spirit said, all in divine time. With the cosmic timing card, right? So Spirit allowed for them to do these things, right? Because Spirit could have cut them off anytime. Right? You got to remember, God is the one in charge at all times. And if Spirit did not want them doing these things out in the dark and stuff like that, it would have been already knit in the bud. Okay, already knit. Nobody would have been able to do these things, right? If the Lord actually decided that. But the Lord likes to play the long con. Okay, I promise you guys, if you don't know that about the Lord likes to play the long con. Okay, y'all think y'all getting away with doing these dark dastardly things in the just no wicked things in the background. No, Spirit is saying you're not getting away with none of it. I'm just allowing you to think you're getting away with it. And once you are comfortable in that fact that you thought you got away with it, that's when I come in with my justice. Justice and judgment all at once. One full sweep. The Lord will take them out. And they're receiving communication that what they did, it didn't work. Right? Because of how they came up against you with look at this is like two sides of a coin. You know what I'm saying? Like this person over here, this person is toxic. This person right here in the poison mind, they're toxic, greedy. Okay, um, you know, have hatred in their heart. They're filled with delulu, imaginary things that they think might happen if they just try to come up next to you. Why you're this sweet baby Ray energy? Like no, what they like, you are actually working on yourself while this person is poisoning themselves. You see that? Right? You see the contrast? Like this person is pouring all these lower vibrational things into their brain, allowing their ego to succumb to it, while you, right, are working on self, right? Revitalizing your mind, body, and spirit. Doing you, yo, big one, shining bright, shining your light. And that's where they messed up. Seriously. That's where they messed up, thinking they can manipulate you in your right, thinking they could lie and tell stories, right, direct conflict and pain and tension, right, play the victim and get sympathy, right. This is, you know, negative talk, gaslighting, comparison, right, the pitting one against another with indirect communication. They really thought they had this on lock. Okay, so you don't understand how to, right, you can understand like English to write, or oh, you just know how to write in English. I see. I understand. Yeah. Okay. So, it's not, I don't know, because I don't think I have like captions or anything that can show you what I'm saying, so you, if you can like write in it, then you can read in it, right? Um but yeah, so whoever these people, they made this mistaken evaluation, okay, that they were going to be able to manipulate this situation, right, for a way out, right. This was their, you were their way out of karma, okay, of getting just, of the Lord getting justice. You were their way out, okay. Your creative energy, your sexual energy, all right, the way that you can create abundance, your fertile energy for abundance and flow, was their way out. Okay, I don't know if you can really see this card, but it says finding a way out, right? So that they wanted to manipulate your sexual abundant fertile energy, right? The fact that you are going to be a very wealthy person, okay, is what made them try to come up against you, without realizing who you were, this earth angel, this light worker, okay, reincarnated powerful being, okay, that came to this planet because you have a mission here to help this planet, right? Come into world peace, utopia, live, not be whatever the heck we looking at now, but betterness, right? Whereas they just wanted your money. They just wanted the money that you were gonna come into. All right, and that you're coming into. Sorry, Spirit said. Spirit said the money that you are coming into, right? You're still coming into this. Nothing they did to come up against you worked at all, right? So basically, they invested their time, they invested their energy, and they invested their money, which is just their energy, right? Their time is just energy too. You know what I'm saying? They invested those three things into you, right? And they're not getting any of it back, right? If anything, they added to your dharma, right? Because they was out here just being weird, okay? Being just, no. But they just wanted your fertile energy and your ability to create abundance, right? To manifest a better reality for yourself. They just wanted to use that ability, use your gifts. Look, grounded and celestial. They just wanted to use you. Queen, king, god, goddesses. They just wanted to use your energy, right? Probably wanted to make a sexual connection so that they would have easier access to your energy. Good intent. Yep. So literally, they just wanted to be connected to this. Look how ethereal this is. Like connected to one and all in one, right? And look, intense energy. They just wanted to be connect to your intense energy. Okay, your power, healing, right? They just no. They just wanted to be attached to that. They did not want you for your soul. No, they just wanted to use and abuse, right? Because for some reason they felt entitled to your energy. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but these people are good. Like, yeah, release. These people are definitely needing, probably being forced through a spiritual awakening. Um, for some of these people, right? Not all of them, but for some of them, they're being dragged through their dark night of the soul. Dragged. Okay. Um, and spirit is not being kind about their tests and their trials that they have to get through if they want access to their destiny, basically. So it's like, basically it's like, I'm going to now you have to also pay your karmic debt back. Okay, so on top of your spiritual awakening, now I want you to pay all your karmic debt back at the same time. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds awful. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you pay karmic debt back in like sections and stuff like that. No, you're going through a dark night of the soul. I'm taking you to the bottom of the bottom where you're gonna have to have some type of existential existential crisis, or like either a psyche break, or you're gonna let go of your ego, right? It's either one of those choices, guys. Is let go of your ego or your psyche will break. So the Lord said, I'm going to take you to the lowest of low while you also pay back your karma. You know what I'm saying? So while you paying back your karma, then you're also going to be going through your dark night of the soul. It's not going to be fun for these people, right? Some of these people are not going to be having fun. And some of these people are not going to make it, right? Okay. All right. I want you guys to understand they are going through similar tests that you had to go through in your life. Okay, and if you know how hard your life, okay, was, like if you know the experiences that you had to face in your life and what it took for you to be in a better place today, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine they're gonna have to go through that stuff too, as well as pay back their karmic debt. Some of these people aren't gonna make it through. You know what I'm saying? They are not gonna make it through because they don't know the only way out is through. That's not why they're not gonna make it through. right? Some of these people are gonna, and this is dark, but spirit with the truth bomb right here. Some of these people might even commit SH. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they can't take it anymore. They cannot take the pressure of your destiny, right? And the things that you had to face in order to be where you're at today. You say you have fortune tellers. Um, I wouldn't say fortune tellers and what I'm doing is the same thing, but I get what you're coming from, right? But thank you, and you have a blessed day. Okay. Yeah, these people. Yeah, some of these people aren't gonna make it, guys. Okay, and I told you, like, it's different for everybody, right? You're gonna see a lot of different, like, depending on what you're going through right now in your experience and what karmic energies try to come up against you, right? There's gonna be a lot of different things going on. Okay, so not for everybody will, you know, somebody commits SH because they have to go through what you went through, right? Because some of these people are getting sick, right? Are getting like really bad illnesses that aren't healing. Okay, the Lord won't allow their body to heal itself, right? The Lord can stop your healing. You gotta remember, guys, the Lord is connected to each and every single one of us through our brain. That's why we have a collective consciousness. Okay, so therefore the Lord can stop anything that's going on in your body or start anything that's going on in your body. And I don't want to hear anybody say anything else because the Lord just said that's the truth. Okay. I don't like like, yes, and some of these people are seriously gonna be, they're gonna be getting sick, right? Or some of these people are going to be committing SH, right? And I don't know how many people are gonna actually make it through what you made it through, right? Some people look at your life, you know, if you ever had a if you ever had anyone like listen to your story, or you know, your life story, or you know, look in from the outside and be like, how the heck did you make it through all of that? You know what I'm saying? Then yeah, like this is what those people are going through. And they're really wondering how the heck did you make it, right? Because they cannot step in your shoes for a second. You know what I'm saying? They try to step in your shoes, right? And the Lord is showing them what it looks like to step in your shoes, okay? And like I said, not a lot of them are gonna make it through it because it's hard. It's hard, especially like, you know, I know you guys know, because if you had a journey on this planet so far where it really, from the outside in, it's really like, how did you make it this far, right? um with all these people coming up against you, with all these different situations that, you know, look like they were trying to end you, trying to plot your demise, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you make it through all of that, you know? These energies, okay, they they they're perplexed because they don't know how you do it. They don't know how you do it. And they know that even for a second, they can never imagine trying to be you or do what you do. Okay, even though they hate you so bad that they want to be you, right? They still know deep down in their hearts they can never be you. Look, what they know, what deep down, and God is showing them themselves in the mirror right now. Deep down they know they could never be you, right? And that truth feels like they've been abandoned by the Lord, like they feel like they've been forsaken by the Lord. And here's the thing, no, they forsake the Lord first. And Spirit is saying now they have no choice but to come into this self realization that they could never be you. And this is going to be happening fast, swiftly. Okay, all right, unstoppable force set in motion. Okay, meaning it's already underway. It's already underway. These people are going through this. Okay, shattered, disconnected, stressed, low energy, defeated. They know they could never be you. Okay, lack of support during a difficult time. And they know they've been abandoned by the Lord. Yeah, look, self realization, discover layers within. Yeah, they're being forced to look in a mirror. Yeah. You could have been this mirror for them too, where they realized they could never be you. They had to be themselves. But because they got off on just copying off of other people's energy, right? They didn't come across that solution fast enough. You know what I'm saying? Where if they just been themselves, all of this would not have happened. If they realized the world was wide enough for both of us to be authentically ourselves, right? With no judgment, okay, no conditions, right? Unconditionally loving each other and you know, working through our issues together. You know what I'm saying? Like if they would have realized this sooner, you know what I'm saying? For some of y'all, especially if this was a karmic ex, like if they realized this sooner, y'all probably would have had like a pretty good life together. Like you know what I'm saying? It probably would have been something that would you would have been happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like it would have been like your soulmate connection or anything like that, but you still would have been happy. Like if that's what you settled for, you would have been happy. It wouldn't have been like you were thinking you know, another like, oh, I shouldn't have settled for it. You know what I'm saying? Because it would have made you happy, right? But this person genuinely like seeing you as competition versus an ally, you know, and that's what really sent them downhill in this spiral and allowed themselves to be manipulated and tricked, right, by these trickster rabbits. I don't know what you're telling the trickster rabbits, you know. And we all know that tricks are for kids, right? But apparently they forgot that tricks were for kids. Okay, so hey, what can you do, right? But you know, when they get to trying to swipe your destiny with the mirror card literally in the middle of the deck, look, they have to face and accept their truth, accept who they really are. Okay, right? If they ever come out their own arse, right? If they ever come out their arse, if they get their head out their arse, bro, yeah, yeah, then they will realize the truth. Okay, alrighty, but yeah, guys, this is the I forgot what I was saying before that. If it come back, it'll come back. If not, it wasn't meant to be. I can't make this up. Spirit is popping these people's bubbles. No, now look, now look. If I take these cards, I want you guys to look. He's got this dream illusion. Okay, Spirit is saying literally popping the illusion bubble, right? The dream bubble is an illusion, right? If they get their Spirit is saying they don't have a choice but to get their head out of their arse because this is what's gonna happen to their bubble. Look at them. I put the card in the opposite way. It looked like Spirit say, "Hi, yeah," and the bubble is popped. Yeah. I can't say the Lord has forsaken them if they did everything and anything to come up against you. Didn't care if they had to come up against the Lord. Wow, these people are going through it. Oh my God, Spirit, that's so mean. You all know what Spirit just said? Spirit said it sucks to suck. Wow. Harsh. Harsh. That's a little harsh, Spirit. But it's a tad true. It's a tad true. I'm not gonna lie. It's true. But it's harsh. It's a harsh reality for these people right now. And Spirit said it's cosmic timing, universal balance. Yeah, sucks to suck. Wow. Wow. Mm. the Lord, the Lord is not being merciful because they were not merciful towards you, right? When they were asked nicely and kindly to stop, they did not listen, right? When the Lord told them, okay, y'all know if y'all read the Bible, The Lord will go into people's dreams and be like, hey, bruh, don't be messing with my child now. Keep messing with this one right here. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. This is them. Okay? Stop messing with them now. Okay? Stop messing with them. Or it's gonna be some issues. Right? And then you continue, you have that dream, and then you continue to keep doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Spirit's like, so you didn't hear me the first time. That's cool. That's cool, because I was only gonna say it one time. Right? And now when these people start seeing things not going right in their reality and they wondering why, Mookie, the Lord warned you to stop. Right? A lot of these people, yes, Spirit is saying that cosmic timing again. A lot of these people were told to stop by a certain time. That if they did not stop coming up against you by a certain time, right, it was going to mean a permanent ending. Okay? Something they could not overcome. And the Lord wasn't going to allow them to overcome it either. Okay? Right? These intentions of portrayal. If they did not stop this, okay, harm due to cause pain and suffering, if they did not stop, when the Lord told them to stop, when the Lord said, hey, this is your last chance, I'm giving you this last chance to stop this hoobly jubilee mess and do what I asked. If you're not gonna do what I asked, then that's it. It's finito. Okay? Ain't nobody coming back. From when the Lord says it's finito, it's finito. Okay? I thought that was a truth bomb card. But yeah, no. And the Lord's gonna shake their stability. These people might be homeless. For some of y'all, these people might be homeless. End up homeless, end up with absolutely nothing. Never feeling safe ever again. A constant survival, constant fight, flight, or fright mode. Okay, constant, right? No stability, no being able to ground, messing with their instincts, right? The Lord is cutting ties. Okay, this person, they're going the Lord, and I want you to know, if your root chakra is messed up, it messes up the rest of your chakras. Okay, that is your center, your grounding point, your stability, right? You guys need to make sure, especially if you experience trauma, you are working on your root chakra. Okay, if you anxiety, okay, anxiety, right? What's the word I'm looking for? If you feel unsafe all the time, paranoia, okay, all like where it activates your fight or flight, right, in situations, okay, then we're talking about the root chakra being imbalanced and unaligned, right? So definitely make sure you guys in the collective are balancing out your chakras and aligning your chakras, right? But at the same time, these energies are not going to be allowed. Their chakra centers are being swapped off. They can't use them no more, right? They can't now. And you know what happens when you can't, when your chakras are locked like that and can't use them? Chaos. Chaos will ensue because now these people are gonna be looking crazy, crazy. Okay, crazy, 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 crazy. Unwanted intention, right? Because they're gonna be off their bonkers. People are gonna think they need to be on medication in the psych ward. Okay, like they're like there's a, like I feel like just I named like so many different situations that these karmic energies are going to be ending themselves in. Right? They yeah, I just seen revoked access. Yeah, like these people literally are going to be experiencing the low of reality. And I'm sorry, that's harsh, right? But they are, okay? And I feel bad, I do, but at the same time, justice is justice, right? And not spirit going, yeah, and it sucks to suck. So yeah, guys, I guess it just yeah, well, okay. Well, yeah, for being a snake. A snake. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Making deals with the devil and stuff, you know. They just out here. Oh, some of them might OD. I'm sorry, that's dark, but some of these people might OD. They might be uh, in a really toxic loop with the drogas, substance abuse. You know what I'm saying? Excessive, harmful, impairment, and toxic. Right? Addiction, dependence, withdrawal systems, misusing substances. Right? I don't know about you guys, but my karmic situationship warlock, right? His choice was not the whiskey, right? Nah, nah. It was definitely the pharmaceuticals, right? The pharmaceuticals. Okay, so I already know personally like where this resonates for me, right? But I want you guys to take what resonates for you. Okay. um Learn, grow, evolve from the messages. Okay, understand. Oh, wow, well, I guess yeah, lights out. These people, some of these people are gonna seriously OD, guys. Pray for mercy on a soul, but we can't do nothing to protect their vessel. Okay. um and remember, you are a soul with a vessel, not a vessel with a soul. Okay, embrace change. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, and this, yeah, no, this, two-faced. Wow, thought they could come up against destiny. Was written up in the stars. Yeah, they could change it. Well, they thought wrong. Spirit said, "You don't know what the unknown has for your ugly two-sided face." But yeah, no, Spirit is not playing with these people whatsoever. I'll let y'all know that right now. But so I can show y'all like the Lord was not playing. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, guys. So we've been on just a little longer than anticipated. That's fine. I think we got to a good point in the reading. Like I said, it's basically it was the same thing. These energies trying to be manipulative. Okay, cause misdirection and give out misleading information to try to manipulate. How people saw you and viewed you, right? So that you wouldn't come into this destiny, right? And the Lord popped their bubble of what this person thought, right? Because they thought. All right, so really, just work on your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. Okay, right at this time, might need to do a little soul digging. Um, and some of y'all need to be speaking your truth as well, because my throat chakra started to do a thing. So y'all need to be speaking your truth as well. So your throat chakra as well, guys. So you just work on those three, okay, because those are directly correlated with one another for some of y'all, right? You create using your throat chakra, okay, or right, you need your confidence and your willpower to back up uh, that creative energy that you use through your throat chakra, okay? So meditate, drink your water, okay? Say your prayers, okay? Light your sage, your whatever you use to smoke cleanse, okay? If it's not Palo Santo, frankincense, okay? Then sage, right? There's other things as well. Um, this was just mirth, right? I got some mirth this time, right? So like you can there's a bunch of things, okay? Um, do your spiritual cleansing, your spiritual bath, right? Spiritual cleanse your house, okay? Read your Bible, right? I'm trying to think. Anything else you bring to mind? Spirit said, and enjoy your life and the blessings that are coming in. Okay, stop doubting if you're doubting. Okay, those of you that are doubting, stop. Okay, and those of you that are not doubting it, keep doing what you're doing and loving your life. Okay, all right, enjoy it. Enjoy it, guys. All right. Also, in the name of Jesus, by the blood of Jesus, in His name, pray and amen. All right. Remember. We speak love, justice, and peace. Y'all have a blessed day. Amen. I'll see y'all.